Hi, and welcome back to C1Risk training. We're working in the enterprise module today, and we're going to show you how to do an impact assessment on your assets as you bring them into the system. So I'm going to go to the module and just select my asset, and I actually just added a new application that I'm going to select here, application B. And as you can see, right now, I see that the impact for this assessment, for this asset is listed as low. And that's because as you can kind of see here that I really haven't added any data to this. And if I go to the assessment tab, I haven't actually done an impact assessment on this application yet. So the actual level of impact here is has not actually been established. So what I'm actually going to do now then is I'm going to go to my assessment tab and I'm going to do an impact assessment. So I'm just going to do new assessment and I'll select impact assessment as my title. And then I'm going to pull out my template. Now, note that for an impact assessment, there might be different types of information that you're interested in learning about your asset. And we do this impact assessment to better understand the value of the asset to the organization and where it may be vulnerable. And then, of course, just at that highest level, from high, medium, or low, what is the level of confidentiality, integrity, and availability, CIA, that reports to that asset. So I'm just going to do a basic CIA assessment today. So I'm just going to select that template, but know that you can configure a specific assessment template for your different types of assets that might ask questions like, does the asset have PII? Is it a financial asset? Is it a legal asset? What kinds of RTO and RPO times do you expect for this asset? So anything can be asked to establish these kind of ratings. But today we're just going to use this basic CIA protocol. So as you can see, I've selected the assessment template here. I'm just going to put a due date. And I'm going to select my asset owner, who I know is actually me, of course. And then I'm just going to click save. Now, this assessment then would actually kick off a notification to the asset owner that they have to do this impact assessment. That notification looks like this. So it just tells the owner that an assessment has been assigned to them, asks them to log back in, and it'll take them to this assessment page that we're looking at right here. So now I'm just going to go through and fill this in. So I'm just going to cite the what I believe to be the confidentiality, so on and so forth, of this asset. And I'm going to just add my comment. We do ask you to not just give the what you believe the rating to be, to explain why. And then we'll do, if it's low, you don't actually have to comment. And then again, yeah. Then I'll just click submit. Now I'm going to go back to my details tab in my asset. You can see that everything's been submitted here. I've got my answer score. And now if I, sorry, I'm actually in the assessment details here. So I'm going to go to my asset now. And you see it takes me to this summary page. And now you see, based upon what I've responded, that impact level is medium. So now I've done this assessment, of course, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start adding risks. See, I don't have any risks. And then based upon the risk register, whatever controls are attached to that risk register, that information is going to start coming in, and it's going to actually tell me a lot more about my risk and control strength here. So that's the next step to building this out. But now I know the value of this asset. Obviously, that might impact the types of risks I associate with it, and then the controls that I want to make sure I've got to manage it. And then later on, hopefully never, but later on, we'll be able to manage any issues that actually come against that asset. They'll feature here, and you'll see them on your dashboard here for this specific asset. And of course, all of these roll up into the different asset types. So you can see asset risk, impact, and control strength, and as well as findings by the different asset types, and then also at that meta level for your entire organization as well. Okay, so that concludes our training for today. Thank you very much.